You ever think about how many times you made it home when you shouldn't have? How many nights you could have lost it all, but somehow you didn't? That's not luck. That's not coincidence. That's grace. That's mercy. That's God. It was my friend's birthday that night. The city was alive. Music bumping, lights flashing, laughter everywhere. I told myself, I'm not drinking tonight. I'm the driver. I've got too much to lose. But temptation doesn't whisper. It sings. And that night, I listened. One drink turned into two. Two turned into too many. I started mixing liquor, knowing that was a bad idea. By the end of the night, my head was spinning, but my pride kept lying to me. I said, I'm fine. I can drive. Because I'd done it before. But just because you've gotten away with something doesn't mean you're covered by skill. It means you're covered by grace. We walked out the club, still laughing, still drunk, stumbling toward the car. I remember the cool night air, the smell of street food, the sound of music fading behind us. I got in the driver's seat, started the engine, and hit the gas. 80, 90, 100 miles per hour, flying through the streets, weaving in and out of traffic. Streetlights turned into streaks of light. My friends were drunk, yelling, cheering. One even threw up inside the car. We were all out of control. And then, flashing blue and red lights filled the rearview mirror. A police cruiser. My heart dropped. The car reeked of alcohol and vomit. We were done for. I was sweating, my hands shaking on the wheel. My mind was racing. I could lose my license, my job, my freedom, maybe even my life. And in that moment I whispered, Lord, please have mercy on me. The officer walked up slow, flashlight cutting through the window. I held my breath, praying he wouldn't smell a thing. He looked inside, paused, then said, slow down, get home safe. And that was it. No ticket, no arrest, no questions, just a warning. That wasn't luck. That was mercy. That was grace. That was God saying, not tonight. I'm not done with you yet. As I drove home, my heart was pounding. The music was off, but my mind was loud. I thought about everything I could have lost in that one night. I thought about how many people never get that second chance, and I realized it wasn't me who got me home. It was God. The Bible says in Lamentations 3:22-23, because of the Lord's great love, we are not consumed, for his compassions never fail. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. His mercy didn't run out that night. He covered me when I didn't even deserve to be covered. And I think about how many times we take that for granted. Those nights we shouldn't have made it home. Those storms where we almost crashed. Those moments where our lives could have changed in a second. And yet, somehow, we're still here. That's not luck. That's grace. Ephesians 2:8 says, for it is by grace you have been saved through faith. And this is not from yourselves. It is the gift of God. That night, God showed me that his protection isn't proof I'm perfect. It's proof he still has a purpose for me. He didn't just save me from a DUI. He saved me from myself, from pride, from arrogance, from destruction. When people say God isn't real, I just smile. Because if you knew the nights he's carried me, you wouldn't doubt him. If you only knew how many times his mercy kept me from my own bad choices, you'd understand why I believe. He was with me when I wasn't thinking about him at all. That's grace. So, if you're hearing this right now, don't wait for your own warning lights to wake you up. Don't wait until it's almost too late to realize how much you've been protected. Every breath you take, every time you make it home safe, every close call. That's God's hand. That's his mercy covering you. That's his grace keeping you alive for a reason. Psalm 23:4 says, even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. And he was with me that night. He's been with me every night since. I shouldn't have made it home that night, but I did. Not because I was lucky, but because I was loved. God's grace is the reason I'm still here to tell this story. And if you're listening, that same grace is reaching for you right now.